If you follow the channel, if you're a regular subscriber, you know what this is all about. If not, let me give you a quick overview of what my radio reveal is all about. Okay, in November, coming up close to 6 months from now, I'm making a big trip, or it's a big trip for me. I live on the East Coast of the United States. I've traveled the world. I've been everywhere except Australia and New Zealand. So I want to go there, operate ham radio portable, preferably on the beach. That's what I do. I love getting out and operating, DXing on the beach. Okay, so I have this idea. I want to take a QRP radio that has its own battery. Okay, so a good one, the best quality 5 to 6 watt QRP internal battery that I have. Now, a lot of people know, hey, you've had the X6100 from Xiegu, you've had the X6200 from Xiegu, you've had the X5105 from Xiegu. All three of those work. Heck, you've even got cheaper radios like the USDX with an internal battery. I know that. The problem is this. I'm a YouTuber. I also want sound quality. It's funny. I get blamed all the time in my videos. Man, I can't hear it. I can't hear it. And I understand it because I watch a lot of YouTube as well. Maybe not a lot of ham radio YouTube, but I watch a lot of YouTube. Sound quality matters, and I've really recently trying to improve that on the channel. So really looking for a really good QRP radio. Why QRP? Because I'm also taking with me the small PA50, the PA50 50 watt amp, and I'm going to run that with a 6 amp hour battery. So I can only fly international. It's got to be under 100 watt hours, which the only battery that really fits that is a 6 amp hour LiPo4 battery, so a small battery. So I want the battery for the amp. I want the rig to have its own battery to drive the amp, to drive the radio that will drive the amp, if that makes sense. So there you go. So when you look at really great radios, you narrow it down to a few. I know a lot of people, I've asked people to help me. If you've seen recent video, I just did this video that I said, I was at Dayton Hamvention shopping for one of two radios, the ICOM 705 or the Yaesu FTX1. And I did some really thorough research on both of these radios. They're both awesome radios, and I narrowed it down to those two radios. And I actually spent some time with Michael Murphy from DX Engineering, who sells both of these radios, and he gave me some good input on both of them. I then put in the comments of that to let me know your thoughts. Wow, did I get some really, really, really good, good both ways for ICOM and Yaesu, some good stuff. I also got just a 705 all day, Yaesu all day. That didn't help me. I wanted some good input, and I got some great input. And I'll be honest with you, I think your input may have helped me really decide. So a lot of people said, how about the Elecraft KX2, KX3? And there's 2,150 reasons why I didn't get one of them, and there's 3,100 reasons why I didn't get the other, if you know what I mean. Price point. I really wanted to, I had it set. So both the FTX1 from Yaesu and the ICOM 705, about the same price. They really are. So I narrowed it down to those two. Now, I'll be honest with you. I got right down to pulling the trigger and buying this thing that I still, they're both excellent radios. They're just amazing radios. And it was almost a dead tie for me. It really was. So I made a decision. I'm going to let you know, I'm going to unveil it right now, what that decision was. Now, once I do this, everybody from one side of the fence is probably going to get upset that I didn't pick their radio. Listen, guys, both of them equal. This was almost a coin toss for me to make my mind up what I wanted. I really, I got to be honest with you. You can see behind me all of the Yaesu stuff I have. I wanted to go in another direction. That was what I was thinking. I want to get an ICOM. I want to go different. I want to go ICOM. So I got there in my mind, just telling you my thought pattern when I got there. Okay, I think I'm going to just show the world that I'm not a Yaesu fanboy. I'm going to get ICOM. I really want to do that. I went to the ICOM booth and checked out the ICOM 705. Thought it was awesome. I really did. It was just amazing. And then as ICOM was there, I met the guys there. They're awesome people. Like I said, just great. Also, there's that new X026 coming or whatever that is that I saw that. I was like, wow, man, that's cool. But then, the hype around the product and then all of the other YouTubers that were just there and looking at all this stuff coming from ICOM. I'll be honest with you, that kind of turned me off. This was day one. I saw that and I was like, geez, man, I get accused of being a fanboy. This was just like, it was kind of cringy. So I backed off for that for a minute. Then I kind of swung back in that direction after I thought about it. I was like, you can't let your personal feelings and what you're trying to do on the channel, whatever, you want the best radio. So I thought about that. So then, like I said, I got everyone to give me their input, their thoughts, and really read a lot of them. Now, in the video I did, I said the two factors were weight on one side and sound quality on the other. And so go over to the Yaesu guys. I really looked at their stuff, checked it out. It's pretty amazing. It really was. So really liked it. I thought a lot about, hey, maybe it's the FTX1 that I'll get. So and then I just like it. You know what I mean? As you can see, I like Yaesu. So man, I was going back and forth. Man, ICOM, Yaesu. Okay, enough of me. I'm rambling. I'm going to narrow it down. I'm going to tell you what I got. I really am. Getting back to all of the YouTubers I saw around ICOM, and like I said, their stuff is amazing. And I was just like, wow, look at this. There's people talking about people that really like a product and are fans of the product. They're all wearing their ICOM hats and doing their ICOM thing. And I was like, this is okay. This is pretty cool. But, no, you know what? It's not my team. It really isn't team. I'm Team Yaesu. I got the FTX1. I had to do it. I'm glad I did it. I'll tell you why, too. Your comments that said that the weight difference, we talked about it being a pound and a half heavier. A lot of people said that's because of the battery. The battery, here it is. The battery in this thing is bigger and larger and heavier, which also means it lasts longer. The front speakers, both of them, the 705, sounded good. It did. I had a comment in there that also said that the 705, though, had it, and I talked to someone at Hamvention that said that they have it as a mobile. When they get up to high speeds and the wheels are really humming, it's hard for them to hear the 705. This thing, I crank it up. I've had it on here last day checking it out. It's just awesome. It sounds amazing. So there you go, guys. I went with the Yaesu. I know a lot of you are saying, yeah, I knew he was going to go with the Yaesu. I didn't. I really didn't. I struggled because I wanted to get the ICOM. I wanted to, but I thought about it. It's like, okay, when I talked to Michael, he said ICOM's, a 5-year-old product. The FTX1 is a 1-year-old product. And seeing that whatever that was at the ICOM booth that's coming, I was like, man, that means the 705 is probably going to go away. It'll be around forever, but you know what I mean? As far as their newest product, for that matter, I wanted something that's kind of newer in the, in the whatever of ham radio kind of to use. So here we go. I've got it. I've got my FTX1. Some things I like the SDX receive. The receive on this is amazing. Some things about it. So I'm going to get out. I'm about to head to the Outer Banks of North Carolina with it. I'm going to take it with me. The only radio I'm taking with me, and I'm going to play with it all weekend on the beach, kind of get used to it. It is what it is. It looks cool to me. We'll see. I'll take my little amp. I'm going to set the whole configuration up just like I'm going to do when I'm traveling with it. Because like I said, the whole idea was to be able to get this, the battery and the amplifier all in one, and I could do it. You can see it fit right in a backpack behind me and then put it in check on luggage. So there you go, guys. Yaesu for the win with me. I'm Team Yaesu all the way. I'm for you ICOM guys, man. I flirted with it. I really thought hard, but I'm sorry I didn't do it. I got this from DX Engineering. DX Engineering supports the channel. If you are interested in anything, you want to support the channel, like I said, don't buy me a coffee. You don't have to do it. You don't have a super chat or anything like that. Go buy yourself something at DX Engineering using my affiliate link below. It supports the channel. Hey, it's going to help me go to Australia and New Zealand and play with my new radio. So please consider that for your next purchase and ham radio purchase. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I will probably turn the comments off on this because I know there will be so many people that'll just boom right off it, ruin it. I don't want that. I want people to understand and listen, really hear me out on why I purchased that radio. Till next time, I'm Salty Walt, K4OGO. Stay salty, my friends. I'm going to go play with my new radio.